This week's episode is sponsored by Helio Gas Detection.
Hey everybody, this is Richie from the Metal Cell podcast. I'm delighted to welcome Adversary to the show. I've got Sean and Tom here. How are we, lads?
Good now. Oh yeah, thanks Richie for having us on.
Great to have you on. Looking forward to this one. It's been a while, Tom. It's been a while.
It's been a year and a half?
I'd say so. But look, we've met in person 2 or 3 times anyway, which is great, you know, rather than you this virtual kind of friend that I salute and get on the show every now and then. And Sean, it's nice to meet you for the first time.
Yeah, same to you, Richie.
Yeah. So I suppose we'll start with, and there's a reason why I'm wearing Partalon's t-shirt. I don't know, did any of you pick it up at the Siege? Were they gone?
Didn't get one.
Yeah. I was fucking... That was the only thing I was stressing out over the whole day. I was going, right, I haven't the fucking hope of getting Siege t-shirts because I knew I was going to be late. And so once I got in, I was there going, fuck it, sweet, get the Partalon one. And then a mate texted me going, can you get me one as well? And suddenly I had only 20 quid instead of 40, you know, because obviously they don't take the cards. So I was just going, oh my God, this is so bad. And my card had been skimmed. So all I had was my Revolut card.
Right.
So I said, look, I ordered a beer at the bar and I said, look, can I have cash back? And they went, oh, Revolut don't do cash back. So then I was just going, fuck. So I had to tap. I shout out to Kirk Kelly. You're the reason I'm wearing this, buddy. Thank you.
Great band. Fucking hell, they played a blinder at Siege there.
Yeah.
Unfucking real, wasn't it?
Seriously, I never listened to Partalon before that point, and like just kind of walled me way into the bloody warehouse stage, and I was blown away. It was bloody incredible.
Yeah. Was that your first time seeing him, Tom, or had you seen him before live?
That was my first time seeing him. Walked in when they were playing Jerusalem, and I was like, this is why everybody's saying this is not Jerusalem. This is where it comes from.
Yeah.
God, no, it was incredible. From what I could catch anyways, it was absolutely insane.
Yeah. So I was talking to Howard. Howard was my surprise guest tonight, but obviously something came up. So he's looking after something. So I'll tell you offline what's going on, but it's all good. But he apologized for not coming on, and he said that Adversary were his band of the Siege. So high praise indeed.
Very high praise, yeah. Jesus. Thank you, Howard.
Cheers, Howard.
Yeah. So let's talk about maybe the build up to the Siege, because, you know, I could wax lyrical about people's impressions of you afterwards. Set list, you had a run out of probably, was it the Wexford gig in particular? Was that the one that he kind of tested the waters with for preparation for Siege, or was there another one or two after that?
It was the Presentation Centre gig, which was our first show.
No way.
Yeah. So that was in January.
Yeah, okay. So we had the Presentation Centre and then the Scarty. That was our first gig, and that was kind of our set list then. And then we had the first heat of the Metal to the Masses. That was second, and we ended up getting through there. Then Siege was third.
Right.
And so we had to bring it to Siege, and so the set list was the same, except we added one song, which we haven't released yet onto that. So during the Siege gig.
Yeah, we were testing the waters with that song, and it actually went really well.
Yeah.
Okay. What one was that, lads? Was that at the start or the end?
It was in the middle.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it was after Ground Rent Asunder. So it was the last song before we tuned down to drop A and go into Flies. The song was Separated in Silence. So that was this song is kind of Tomás's baby.
Okay. Right, cool. Like, I did watch your performance at Wexford just to kind of prep for the Siege, and you know, it was great to watch you. There was a few teething problems, fair enough, but I don't mind that. and a mini stage invasion at the end. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh my God. Fucking hell.
You were not impressed, Tom. I picked that
up. Funnily enough, the first fella who got up was the drummer in my other band.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so
there's a bit of a background to it. All right.
I was like, mate, get the fuck off. And then all the lads started getting up then, and I was like, what the fuck he's doing? It's not a hardcore show. Like, no, like, you know, love the boys, but I was like, nah, not having it.
Yeah. I could see
Still
that.
love them.
I could see that. And Sean, then you stepped on your lead, and the thing popped out at the end, didn't it, as well?
Yeah, that happened. I was like, shit.
As I said, these are small little things. Fuck's sake, they can be solved very easily. Are you going to go wireless at any stage?
I don't think so. No,
I was thinking about it, but the more I looked into it, if you wanted to get a good wireless system, it's going to cost you 200-300 quid. And even at that, it's not going to be like 100% reliable.
Right. Yeah.
And like, I know it's like a lot of them nowadays are 99%, they'll be grand.
Yeah.
But like, you know, just in terms of like what frequencies they're operating on and stuff like that, and people have Wi-Fi on. No, you get the ones with different frequencies on them and stuff like that, but my brain can't compute all that kind of stuff. So
I suppose it's stressful enough with a gig anyway, and then maybe that on top of it, yeah.
Because then you have to worry about batteries and all that, and it's just worry about charging them like shite that I would forget. So would I. Yeah. I would forget.
What is your setup live actually? Because you did an amazing fucking sound for the Siege, especially the bass, because that's my kind of forte. I love that, Sean. So was it simple enough then? Yeah. Or?
Literally just into the head that was provided. Oh no, sorry. No, I borrowed a head. I was thinking of Metal Till Masses.
Yeah.
Right. Borrowed a head from Dave from Death the Leveler. Because I was like, I actually don't have a bass head. I just have this big old combo amp that doesn't work very well. Right. So Dave graciously let me borrow his bass head, and I think it was a Bass Mark II.
Okay.
And it was bloody unreal.
It was killer. It was absolutely fucking killer, man.
Insane.
Yeah. Serious fucking bass head, and in sort of signal chain, it's literally just a tuner. That's my only pedal I use at the moment, and I think it comes down to the Iceman and the pickups in it. Like, it's just a huge fucking sound off of that bloody guitar.
Yeah, it's unreal. Yeah. And Tom, you're not too bothered with a lot of pedals either.
Oh, I am.
Are you really?
Only has the pedals, yeah.
Well, for a head, I'm using my Vox. It's a Valvetronics 100 watt. Sorry, it has its problems, but I have fixed them in the past, but it's time to get a new one. Pedals, I'm running a wah, 2 distortions, a fuzz, a tuner, reverb, 2 delays, and a chorus.
Right, it wasn't that noticeable at the Siege for some fucking reason.
I have it all. I have it all really like tightly packed together on my board. So I have them velcroed to the back, and then I velcro them onto my board, and then just one power supply, power supply pedals.
Yeah, because like you know, you'd see some, I won't name bands, but Christ Almighty, it's taking up half the stage, like. Yeah. So that comes with, I suppose, the wisdom of a few gigs behind you, Tom.
Just, you know, me nerding out.
Yeah, that's fair enough too. That's fair enough. So we'll go back a bit now and just talk about how this whole. Now, I could say it's a project, but it's a fully fledged band at this stage, isn't it, lads? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear then. Okay, that's the first positive. So how did it come about then?
Right, so basically I started Adversary as a solo project, and kind of Tomás mainly inspired me because like I had played in the band before, and like I loved metal, and I played guitar, but I never tried to make music by myself, and something I wanted to try, so I went and gave it a go. Right. So I went ahead and just started recording and writing a few songs. So that's how our songs Dunes, Carnivores, and Ground Rent Asunder came about.
Okay.
And those are actually the first 3 songs of our set. And then Shane ended up moving down. Shane, our uncle, ended up moving back down from Dublin to Wexford, and he ended up building a little practice space just at his house, and we started jamming together, and we said, "Fuck it, let's make Adversary a full band."
Right. Okay.
And I'm absolutely thrilled as to where it's gone so far. Like, and I think it'd go a lot further as well.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, let's jump forward now to the Siege, because like looking at Siege lineups throughout the years, there's always one band that will get a chance that a lot of people wouldn't know too much about, and ye certainly hit that mark straight away. And I was just going, fucking hell, that's a big call there by the Siege lads to get you in, considering that all you have is a demo. Is it one demo or 2 demos?
Just one demo, and then the three
I've written and released myself.
Yeah. So, like, even looking at the turn up for ye, it was nuts, wasn't it?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, like, every time I look down at my guitar and then I look back up, I'm expecting, just like, like not a lot of people. Then I saw it one time and it was out the door.
It was out the door. It was, yeah.
I was absolutely in shock, and I think we all were like,
yeah, absolutely. I couldn't believe it.
It was our biggest show to date.
Yeah, and the reception it got.
Oh yeah,
absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. We're so grateful for John having us on.
Yeah,
because
100%. Yeah,
prestigious.
Yeah,
very prestigious.
Big shout out, Bad Rep.
Big shout.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so you had the crowd and you have the songs. The songs work really well live, which is such a plus, because like they do pull you in, and the Irish crowds in general that go to the Siege love their doom and their death. First of all, like, I mean, they like their sludge as well. So you were a band that immediately caught the ear, I'd say, but from the get-go. And the likes of Carnivores is a fucking great song. There's a lovely build up to it with that distinctive solo, Tom, that you put through it. And again, The Ground Rests Asunder, I mean, the riff on that and the vocals are class, like, so and obviously they're building up to something. So you've got Flies and Alas, A Peaceful Death then afterwards. So all well crafted, really good fucking crowd pleasing songs from a live purpose, but you have to have the fucking technique to do it, which you have as well, lads. So that's a huge plus. Like,
thanks very much.
So I think anybody that saw ye play that time slot and stayed there till the end were 100% coming up to you, and you were literally being congratulated left, right, and center.
It was it was surreal, and again, I'm bloody grateful.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very grateful for all the positive feedback we've gotten so far, and people come up to us or, "Oh, great set, man!" Like, I never thought I'd hear that in my life. This is fucking.
I suppose so, considering that it was originally a solo project, Sean. Like, to be fair, that's a fucking great testament to you and the lads, for sticking with it and working on these songs and bringing them up to speed, so you can actually deliver them to a live audience, and get the feedback.
I tell you, like, writing songs as a trio is, I think it's up the game, like, completely, like, because I'm not the best songwriter around, but now that Tomás is on board as well, and Shane, like, these songs just come together so well. And like, I'm just very excited to see what we come up with next. Like, Tomás writes some incredible bloody riffs for these songs, and Shane's drum patterns and just the bits he does. Like, Shane, like he's always playing in doom bands and stuff. And then we, like, as we were jamming out these songs, they got faster and faster. Then we had the build up, like, for example, in Alas, Peaceful Death. The next thing you know, he starts coming out with blast beats.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
In practice, whenever it happened, we'd always just look at each other and like, oh.
And I mean, obviously, Tom, from your point of view, you're bringing your own elements that you obviously love, but you know, there's also a lot of melody coming through as well. You know, someone said Smashing Pumpkins, and I kind of went hardly, and then the more I thought about it, okay, there is a melody there that possibly could fit in the Pumpkins at their heaviest, maybe. But you know, like, where are you exploring these songs from, Tom?
Well, first of all, let's just say with songwriting in general, it usually comes from classical music.
Okay.
I love classical music, and for melodies, it's just from listening to a load of just a load of like funeral doom that have some melodies,
Yeah.
like the vocal lines or something.
Mm.
And I kind of listen to it, and I'd be like inspired to write something, you know, from that. But whenever I just hear a chord progression, I just kind of noodle around for a little while.
Yeah.
Kind of find something, and then I build onto it.
So are you bouncing them ideas in a rehearsal space with the lads? Or are you just creating them yourself and then bringing them up to demo stage? And then, like, how close are you all together? Like, do you all live within
30 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
Usually, how it would go would be like me and Sean. We live together, so what we would do is we would kind of write, you know, like a few times a week, and then we'd bring them to the next practice, and then, you know, we show these things that we've created, and then he just adds so much. Just
like, can he direct you? Is it as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he's really good at like pointing out like, what if we change this to like that note, and then it actually sounds like things I would never thought of.
Yeah. And what I like as well is you're developing a nice dynamic between the two of you vocally wise.
Thanks.
I would say it's not there yet, but you can see the potential it has, especially on a live setting. So I would say, like, really work on that, lads, because as a 3-piece, you know, 3 pieces can either be two ways. They can be static, or they can kind of move. And if they're static, then something has to, you know, pull in the crowd. And often, I will just use a great example is Haint. I don't know. Have you seen them lads live yet? They're fucking fantastic.
I haven't seen them yet. I've seen some videos. They're class.
Yeah, they're powerful. They're powerful live. 3-piece as well, and they have it. They have developed that and worked hard on the vocal between them, and you can see it. It's now just bearing fruit. So that's something that I would you know, impart to you, that like, it's there, you have it, but just you know, to bring it up and work a bit harder at it, and then you'll see the dividends in maybe a few months' time. Like, the more songs you play, and the more the live gigs you get, obviously that will come naturally as well.
Like, the Metal to the Masses there last night was probably our best kind of like vocal performance today. We're not singers by any means.
Oh, I'm a crap singer. I can't sing for shit.
And we've learned to scream and sing by ourselves.
Yeah.
And we really enjoy, like, you know, hearing all these, you know, things about things that, like, you know, we can do to improve on it, because we know we need to improve.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it means a lot, you know.
Yeah. Oh, as I said, it's just I can hear the potential and see it, and that's going to come, lads. But it'll require more work, more stagecraft as well. And I'm telling you, the difference a year will make in you, with a lot of gigs now as well behind you. Did you enjoy the whole Metal to the Masses?
Oh yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah. And it's a great thing as well for networking as well. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Oh, I met so many guys. Like, you know, I wouldn't, like, me personally, I wouldn't know too many people in the metal scene. But after starting this now, like, how many people I'm after meeting, like, we were chatting to so many, like Sebastian and Craig and all. And
shout out to Ora.
And fucking Boys in Pain and Veins, where we're good buddies with them now. And
brilliant.
Yeah, just chatting and talking to a load of guys and everything, like.
Trying to remember their names now, Sean. That'll be the next challenge for you.
There you go. I'll try to keep a little notebook or something because I'm crap with names.
I like at the siege, I couldn't remember bloody Howard's name for the life of me.
Oh, no way.
I was like, oh God, man. Oh, I'm so sorry about what's your name again.
I'm sure he got a great laugh out of that. So, like I talked about, maybe, as I said, developing the vocals and stuff like that. Exploring sounds and working with, like, okay, you're working with melody, but I noticed with the Wexford thing there that there was a lot of, what would you say, background. It was like almost reverse vocals going through in between songs. Is that something you're going to develop more to create a mood?
Yeah. So
okay, good.
I crafted them in my bedroom just with some like Gregorian chant stuff that I found, and I just, because I don't want any like dead noise.
Yes.
There, I want to keep the atmosphere flowing, and the walk on then that we did.
That was cool. Yeah.
Twice. Yeah. So all them kind of soundscapes were crafted in my bedroom, and I kind of practiced them during rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just to start creating a mood and an atmosphere, like you with the bell.
Yeah.
Which we actually robbed off our mother.
The bell actually says, like, it's a Prosecco bell. It says "ring for bubbly" on the side of it, and it's like a rose gold pink. But you can't tell when you're on stage. It's just
no. It's brilliant. I love it. But again, it's all these little elements that'll fucking work, Yeah. So, like, demo wise, recording wise, what's the plan for the year? I've named out The Ground Rest Asunder, Flies, Alas, A Peaceful Death. 3 fantastic songs that I love already, hearing them live. Carnivores as well. It's a great song, building up with a distinctive solo. So you've like three or 4 songs anyway straight away that will hit the mark. But how are you going to approach recording them? Are you going to self-produce, or are you going to get somebody in to mix and master it afterwards? Or
well, the plan is for the moment is we just want to get demos down of completely anything that we write.
Okay.
So then what we'll do is we will kind of craft them to as best as they can be. And then we'll bring them into a studio, and then, give them as a reference track to the sound engineer. And then we'll just fucking go ham and record the whole thing again.
Yeah.
That's
fine. Yeah. And will this be happening this year, Tom, do you think?
I'd say we're hoping maybe end of the year.
Okay. Realistically, yeah.
Realistically, yeah.
We were hoping for summer, but no.
There's still plenty of work to do and plenty
to
go in.
That's fine, lads. Take your time,
We don't want to rush it either.
No.
100%. Yeah. It's the
And
worst thing.
how many have you, like obviously Shane has been in studios a fair few times, so he's got that great experience behind him for that. What about the two of you? Have you been in studios much? I know you create your own stuff, Tom, at home, and it's it's fantastic. Like, but I don't know. Have you been in studios before? Have you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Whereabouts, Tom?
Enniscorthy.
Enniscorthy.
I do, like a little bit of part-time work there actually.
Nice.
The Orchard recording studio.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
I'm studying for sound engineer, so
nice one.
Kind of a work experience, kind of yoke. You were in there as well, actually.
Yeah, I was in there with Stoneblind State, band from Enniscorthy, from Wexford, Enniscorthy, and same place, Orchard recording studio, Brendan Carty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did 12 gauge, was he?
No, 12 gauge was actually done by Reggie.
Reggie did that, but Brendan McCarthy has come up with another band from Wexford. It's bugging me now. Go on, sorry.
Recoil.
Yeah,
they're actually buddies of mine.
Okay, I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good buddies of mine.
Yeah, Letty had him on the show last week, I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I've seen that. All right, yeah.
So that's good that there's a really good studio only up the road, so you can just kind of get a bit of experience working in there as well, Tom. So that's your path now. You want to try and get into sound engineering, yeah?
Yeah, and promotion as well. It's kind of another thing I've been going at.
Right. Makes sense, man. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Leaving cert is done now and all that stigma is over. What's the age difference, lads? How between
25,
you?
18.
Sean, are you only 25? You serious?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know, I look about 35.
Fucking hell, man.
I look like an owl.
There's fucking hope for me yet, dude. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll play a bit off the demo. Alas, a peaceful death. As I said, it's a demo, so thanks for giving it to me, lads. And we might talk about the creation of that song afterwards.
Cool.
That's great. It even sounds fucking great as a demo, like fucking hell.
Yes.
But again, it's just the crafting that you do. It's very clever, and you know, a nice build-ups, ebbs and flows. You know, getting the mood right, the emotion right, and fair play, Sean, man. Those vocals are heartfelt.
Thanks very much. Yeah, because I've never sang like screaming before, or or growls or screaming or anything, but something I've always wanted to do, but I just never did. And kind of once I started doing it, or I no technique or anything, so I just kind of had to find my own way of doing it.
Yes. Yeah.
And,
do you think Shane would have helped you in a bit of the vocal delivery as well? Just kind of, especially with the leveler, they're so fucking good. I know what's his name has gone from.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Yeah, but man, seeing them live, the way they fucking carry it off is just unreal. Like, you know.
Oh, they're artisans. They're fucking brilliant at what they do. Like,
yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yo, you still haven't seen them, yeah? See him now. Next Friday.
See him Friday.
You'll be playing with him.
Yeah.
But what about Shane's input in relation to you, maybe encouraging you vocally wise, or is there any element of that to Shane, or does he just leave you do your own thing?
Yeah, it wouldn't be much vocals, but like lyrics, certainly, yeah. Like I write a lot of the lyrics for the songs.
Okay.
So and kind of come up with song premises and stuff like that. But lately, the lads have been coming up with more stuff as well. And Shane has been putting a lot of input into kind of song ideas and kind of ideas for lyrics, and they're bloody savage. So that's kind of you'll see a few of those ideas come to fruition now with these new songs we're about to put out and kind of start getting together.
Yeah.
And like, he's a fantastic lyricist. He writes a bit of poetry as well.
Okay.
So he makes him a great lyricist.
It's great, man, that you've such a good well to pull stuff out of then, as a vocalist. So Alas, a Peaceful Death, the lyrics of that, is that straightforward enough, is it?
So basically the idea of the song is about like a great warrior who throughout his life, it's the idea of I don't know, I must have been watching Vikings or something at the time, but it's the idea of like a great warrior who wished all his life to die in battle, but here he is, old and sick, and he's dying in the bed, and he's lamenting the fact that he hasn't died in battle and that this is how he's going to pass away.
Yeah.
So that's basically just the idea of the song.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And what other influences would you use as a vocalist, Sean, in relation to delivering?
Celtic Frost, actually. Tom
G. Warrior. Raising my glass to him. Fucking what a man. What a man.
It's empty, but
yeah.
Jesus. Like actually a lot of Fly's vocal delivery comes from Tom G. Warrior, like
nice.
Just stagnation. Like that kind of stuff. He does want to incorporate a bit of that. I love Tom G. Yeah. There's definitely others as well that I'm blanking on right now.
That doesn't matter, man. You Tom G, it's all good.
yeah, absolutely.
And Tom, just going back to you, guitar tone wise, let's talk about that. It's very important to kind of get the light and shade for that type of music you're playing, especially. So what wells are you pulling inspiration out of for that?
It's mainly just like Sun O.
Oh, really? Sun O, okay.
Well, you wouldn't hear it on the record,
obviously,
but or on the demo. But I've kind of been trying to craft a tone that kind of stems from them. I saw them live there in Dublin. Oh, fantastic! And ever just seeing, like, hearing like what was being created, it's kind of just ever since I discovered them, like I've just wanted to have a tone like that, and I feel like live in a live setting, that would go a long way with our songs. But mainly it would be Monotheist, Celtic Frost record. That's probably where I was getting at the start of the band. That's where I would be getting the inspiration.
Yeah, that's a great call. Jesus, like the more I think of it now, I haven't revisited that album in a long time, actually, since Martin Ain died. I just haven't gone back. I really haven't. The Triptychon stuff I'm listening to more so.
Yeah.
But
what a bloody album.
Yeah, that's a great fucking album, Celtic. What a return to form, actually. Yeah, cool. Okay, so you have a bit of merch out as well. Did it sell well at the Siege? Did you sell a few?
Yeah, we actually sold a good few. Yeah,
8 shirts, I think, at Siege. Was it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh no.
It was 8.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, and how much of a run did you do? Were you being cautious with
getting 30? We're doing 30 shirts.
Okay.
Just kind of like testing the waters. And what we're doing now is shameless little plug here, but they're going to be on our Bandcamp from tonight, which the date is the 14th.
Okay.
So they'll be up for sale. €15 pop.
Right, excellent stuff. And who did the artwork for them, or did you?
The logo was kind of
just drawn by us.
Okay.
And then just put into a scanner. We drew it on a piece of paper.
A post-it note.
Put it into the scanner. And we were like, yep, there's our logo. Yeah. And it actually, the more I look at it, the more I kind of was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I posted. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's like writing the business idea on a napkin or something like that. I don't know.
Hey man, whatever fucking floats your boat, you know, if it gets out there and people like it,
Yeah.
that's your job done, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah.
You know, because look, I will say this about the Irish metal scene. We fucking love our merch. We love supporting bands. It's always a huge thing that I suppose the Irish metal fan doesn't get much credit for, but fuck, we do spend our money, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You know,
like as in regards to Oren said something there last night at the briefing before the Metal to the Masses, one t-shirt sale equals like 40 kilometers.
Yeah.
You know, for traveling and stuff like that for a band.
yeah.
Petrol or diesel or whatever.
Yeah.
But like it goes a long way. Like, you know, even Bandcamp, like Spotify is and all them huge music bloody streams.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I know. Bandcamp is where it's at, and long may that continue, despite rumors that it was fucking sold and resold, and then it was closing. It was fucking scary shit. Like
that wasn't too long ago, was it?
no, it wasn't. No, it was only, I'd say only 7 months ago. I'd say 6 months ago is all. So that's great, lads. What can we expect for the rest of 2024? Are you looking for gigs? If a promoter gets in contact with you, how fast is their turnaround for you to be ready to play?
Gigs, we can be ready like that.
Like that. Click of a finger. I love it. That's great.
Yeah, we're
well on for 2024.
Yeah.
We want to play gigs.
We already have, I think, like 3 in the works right now.
Good.
That would be for like next year, but we have a few this year now.
Okay, great stuff.
Can't get into them yet, but
that is fine. That's perfectly fine. Once you're, you know, busy with the music, that's the main thing. So okay, so that's the gigs covered. You're going to be working away on the background. I'd imagine it's going to be an EP, lads, is it? If anything,
EP or an album.
Depending on how we go.
Depending how you go, right? So how many songs have you in the bag so far? You got Dunes, Carnivores, The Ground, Rest of Sunder, Flies, Alas, a Peaceful Death, the new one that you played at Siege. So that's 6.
Yeah. The first 3, Dunes, Carnivores, Ground, Rest of Sunder, might not be on the release.
Yeah, we won't glue them on the releases. Well, we could re-record them. Who knows?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Okay. But
the idea is to kind of play on the themes and the music of what's been made now with The Last Peaceful Death and Flies so far, and kind of build on that, because I find that like even how I recorded those first 3 songs are so very different to how we are now.
Yeah.
That like we'll just keep the theme going at the moment, you know.
May I just pull for one song in particular, The Ground, Rest of Sunder? Give it another chance, lads. Seriously.
Only enough. That's the one song.
Don't discard that, please.
That's the one song where I'm like, lads, I don't know about this one now. It's actually the first song I ever wrote, and I was like, I don't know about this one, lads. Will we play this one? Like, and lads are like, yeah, we'll play it. Like,
it's growing on us.
It's growing on me now.
Yeah.
Like,
no, seriously, I wouldn't discard that lightly. No, that's one bit of advice for you. That is a fucking decent song, and it sounds great as well live. So, brilliant stuff, lads. Is that it? Is there anything else you want to add? Shout out to people.
Well, first of all, we next gig, we have a gig in Thomas House in Dublin with Dead to Leveler. We're supporting Dead to Leveler. That's 19th. On Friday, 19th, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so
Friday
this won't be out in time for that.
Oh,
no.
Congratulations on a great gig, though, lads. I knew you'd knock it out of the park.
Right, seriously. But yeah, big shout out to everyone who supported us so far. Big shout out, you know, Outrage Entertainment, Bad Rep, you know, just shout out to all the bands we played with so far and the bands who supported us and people who are fans of the band.
Yeah, keep watching this space. Yeah,
and shout out to you guys as well, and Metal Cell, Adrian, Philip, Burner Metal, everybody who's kind of keeping the scene alive at the moment, and it's thriving from what we can see. So
yeah, it's great to have you on board, lads. Really excited where you're going with this, and I think you're bringing it live. So I'm really looking forward to where this is going to be at the end of 24, coming into 25, and regards to Shane as well for doing a fantastic job on the drums.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been listening to Tom and Sean of Adversary. Keep an eye on their social medias, buy some merch off them, and looking forward to the rest of the year from you lads. Really looking forward to that. Cheers, boys.
All right,
Cheers,
thanks a
Richie.
lot.
And crucially, support your local metal scene.